guys, how's it going? So we're out in the greenhouse today. It's gorgeous out here and I'm working on a Valentine's project. So this is similar to the ivy grapevine topiary project that I recently did, which I think turned out so fun. And I got to see a lot of you guys tried that project and you shared pictures of it with me, and I think all of you did a beautiful job with it as well. But the goal here for me was to figure out a way to create a shaped topiary without spending a ton of money. And also sometimes it can be hard to locate the shape of topiary form that you want in the size that you want. So I was trying to think of all the different options of things that you could use, starting with natural materials from outside, but those just don't have the flexibility that this does. So what I ended up finding was this wired jute twine right here. So $5 for a roll of it at Joann's craft store here in town, 13.3 yards, and it's really nice and stiff. So even though it's got a lot of flexibility, I feel like it's got quite a bit of strength too, especially in the application that we're using it for. We're not creating any like big giant topiary form, just a little something for a sweet little houseplant to grow on. And this project, I added up what it would cost to do this whole thing, right around $10. So a terracotta pot and saucer, which are usually really inexpensive. The ivy was $5. I still have it in its nursery pot, so I didn't even pot it in here. That's totally optional. You can if you want to. And honestly, I probably will do that in the end. It gives it more strength if it's anchored a little bit better. And then after I made my topiary form and stuck it down in the pot, I just trained one of the longer branches up the topiary form and then popped a little moss around the top of the container just to kind of finish it off. Also, I do need to use a little bit of the leaf shine too, because we tend to get hard water around here, and this just kind of shines up our houseplants and makes them look really pretty in the end. So what I want to do is kind of create a variation, a couple different variations of this topiary form. Like I think this one's sweet on the kind of a stem. I don't know if that's what you call it. A vertical stem, and then the heart shape. And all I did was I just formed it. Like I just started twisting the wire around itself. So there's like 2 wires here, and I think 3 or 4 for the stem to create a little bit of extra stability. But there's nothing else in there. It's just the wire. So I did bring out a few other different things too. So I thought it would be fun to create one of our containers in this gray pot. And I got this ficus repens that I think is going to be gorgeous. First of all, it fits beautifully down in the container. I don't have to pot it up. And then I also have a couple more terracotta pots and some chalk paint. I thought it would be fun just to see the variation if I put a little bit of a kind of a creamy layer of chalk paint on one of these, just to give it more of a, I don't know, just a different look. So what I'm going to do is clear a space, and then we're just going to start creating some topiary forms. Done. I think they all turned out really sweet and kind of just different. Every single one of them has a little bit of a different vibe to it. Of course, this is the first one I made. This was my test to see if this wired jute twine would hold up and create the kind of shape that I wanted it to. And the thing about the shapes on all of these, none of them are perfect. And I think there's something really sweet and charming about that, because I don't know. I mean, you just can't with this kind of wire. You cannot get it perfect. And if you can, then you've got like some serious talent. This is the second one I did right here. I just wanted to create a larger heart topiary form here. And then this ficus can be trained up on it as well as over the sides of the pot. And then the third one here is just kind of a normal topiary shape that you would normally find. You know, it's on a vertical stem. What do you call that? Stem?
Vertical? I don't know.
Anyway, it's got a single stem in the center, and then I created kind of a globe on the top. Now, I did have to get into my second roll of twine to finish this one up, just to finish the second layer, like the second wrap, on just one loop of this orb on the top. And I probably wouldn't have had to do that had I not made this one so thick, so that's completely up to you. So if you wanted to get 3 projects done that look kind of like this, you might want to think about buying 2 rolls of this, in which case I can create 2 or 3 more topiaries out of this one if I should choose to do that. And I think it would be really fun actually to have, you know, a collection of 5 of these, all different topiary forms, or 3 of them, or whatever, on your kitchen windowsill. I think that would be a really sweet look. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you can take this the Valentine's route if you want to do that. You could even paint, like I thought about doing a bright white pot with a bright red or a bright pink heart on the front. But then I decided I typically don't keep those kinds of things around my house for very long. So I wanted to make something that had more staying power, that could go from season to season and not be so, like a heart topiary is beautiful even if it's not Valentine's, but if you've got a really bright colorful pot, I mean, that might be your thing. That's awesome. That's the thing about this, you can make it whatever you want, but I tend to like a little bit more neutral, subdued colors in my decor. So this fits in really well with no matter like who I give it to or if I decide to keep it myself. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. If you decide to give this a try, definitely tag me on social media so I can see what you guys come up with, because you guys really do, like, it's fun to watch what you guys decide to do, like how our projects maybe inspired you and then how you've taken it like to the next level and created something like even more awesome. It's really inspiring to me to see that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.